we a bit sloppy in some certain areas defensively on our edge. We were a bit poor. And we come up with some better decisions on an edge defensively and too many mistakes.
Do you think the defence has improved at all in the last couple of months, or is it there's more things wrong with it, or where's that?
I thought our middle was pretty strong today. I thought our edges probably a bit of lack of trust again there at certain times under the pump. I just thought they come up with some poor decisions and some one-on-one misses on an edge really hurt us today. I thought our middles were really solid today.
So is the issue one-on-one stuff? Is that the personnel rather than systems, or how do you fix it?
Yeah, we just keep working hard at it. That's how we fix it. Personnel is who we got. We just got to keep working hard at it and keep, as coaches and as individuals players, we just got to keep working hard at it. There are fairly strong attacking side, South Sydney. Down to having 12 men for 20 minutes is also hard against an attacking side like that, and only concede 18 points. You can criticise our defence as much as you want, but they've put some scores on some other sides that have had 13 men on the park at a certain time. So that's a area we need to be better at. Don't get me wrong, but it's not. I thought there were some really good signs there from our middle working hard. There's some one-on-one misses and some poor decisions on an edge cost us, and NRL's a tough game.
Think you could throw something twice in one game, Garth, for the elite group. What were your thoughts on those decisions?
With all due respect, I'm making no comment about the refereeing today, guys.
Do you think you've got a discipline issue amongst the group, or is it a byproduct of other things?
We need to be better in certain areas. There's no doubt about that. Yep.
So is that Keegan's issue, getting sinned in twice, or?
Nah, not necessarily.
Right now, he was, by the referee's comments, he was basically on the end of consecutive penalties out there.
Yeah, I think the first one was just a compilation of penalties, and he just happened to be the next one to give away the penalty, which was unlucky on his behalf. And then it's just a style of footy he plays. He plays at 100 miles an hour, and that's just Keegan. So, yeah, we're just going to have to tidy it up a little bit and just work on it, I guess.
At your own game, I guess you went out there with a point to prove, so J-Ball, did you guys have a bit of a chat beforehand about wanting to work together to do that?
Oh, we need to play better as a team, and it's not an individual sport footy, so we just need to try and do our best to get the team on the front foot, and for J-Wall to back up after Origin and Jai as well, it was great to have him back in the team. You can see the passion that they bring to the team every week, and it's just great to play alongside those blokes, and to come back off an Origin game and have them run out beside me was something special.
What do you think of their efforts, Garth, after, I guess, with the sin bins and then Mo going down and Maxie really had to shuffle, and it was a big effort from both of them?
Oh, it was enormous. How anyone could be questioning Jared Wallace's position in a Queensland Origin side has got me absolutely amazed. People who looked at his runs the other night are super coach fans. They look at how many metres people make. They don't look at what coaches look at. Kevy's not that silly. I know Kevy's a smart operator. He's not getting caught up in all that rubbish that's media talk about, as far as, not so much media, but other people who look at the super coach stats and the metres people make. As a coach, you look at what they do off the ball. I thought Jared's defence was really good against Origin the other night. His support runs were there. He didn't make the metres that, everyone seems to look at, but coaches and players around them know the effort that the players put in, and for Jared to be questioned on his performance the other night is just absolutely ridiculous. And what he showed there tonight, if that doesn't shut some people up, I don't know what will.
How's you're pretty passionate about that?
I am. My players. He criticised my players. I'll jump to their defence all the time, and what Jared did out there tonight was absolutely enormous. And Ryan backed him up as well. Ryan was outstanding tonight. And he had the disappointment of being told he was in a 20-man squad and packing his bags, and then get told, "Oh, hang on, no, we've changed our mind. You're not going." And for him to come out and do what he did today. Freddie rang him, and Freddie's doing a fantastic job and all that sort of stuff. But if there's an injury in the New South Wales Origin side in their pack, and the bloke alongside me can do a fantastic job, I've got no doubt about it. And I know Freddie knows that as well, because Freddie rang him and told him that he was close. So, disappointment, but that's how Ryan dealt with disappointment, was out what he did there tonight. And, how anyone can question Jared Wallace is just blows me away.
Mark, you talked about effort tonight. You had Sam Birdie's camp on the right as running continually at AJ. Fair initiation front. What was it like out there just seeing that and you stood up and doing all night?
It was good and even forced a couple of errors out of him as well, just wrapping the ball up, and he was trusting his inside to come in and take the legs. He knew if he went up top he'd get the job done, and I think he forced 2 or 3 errors on him. That was also from inside pressure from Keegan Hipgrave as well. Like, if someone's coming that hard to hit from low and someone's wrapping up top, you're always thinking about other things. So I think he did a pretty good job out there.
I talk about Keegan tonight, the 2 singles, but the energy he brings right through. How was that with the team?
Oh, his energy's second on. He doesn't have a second gear. It's just 6th gear the whole time, and he's just 100 miles an hour. And I think once he figures out, at stages of games he can go hard and then pull off for a little bit and get his rest. He'll be a very dominant player, and it's great to have run out beside a local kid that I watched growing up playing for Palm Beach Currumbin.
I should touch on Jai Arrow as well. Like Jai backed up again tonight too, and the plan was to have the guys on the bench come and take a bit of pressure off him, but as soon as Maxi King goes on there, he gets busted in the very first few tackles. And Mo gets on there, he gets busted in the first few tackles. So, what Arrow and Wallace did tonight, that's why they're Origin players.
Ryan, can you just explain what it was like then this last week for you? It sounds like it was a bit of a roller coaster. Inside of Origin, how have you dealt with that?
Oh, gutted at the time, but there's worse things in the world happening than not making an Origin side. So it's obviously a childhood dream come true, and to get a snatch at the last minute was gut wrenching. But I just went out there and just tried to play some good footy and put on a tough face and just go out there and do what I do. And I had a good support group around me, and I couldn't fault them because they kept me up.
I mean, Ryan showed today how he dealt with it. And that's why he's close. That's why Freddie's got him in the picture. And it's a pretty crack New South Wales pack too. But Dark's close, and he just keeps working hard. Freddie's spoken to him. So if he keeps putting performances like that, he just keeps putting pressure on the guys that are there at the moment.
Max's shoulder didn't go back in the room, is it?
Yeah, it's back in. Yeah. It took a little bit of putting back in. It popped out. He just thought he had a burner. And it was out, so that's how sort of tough he is, and they got him in the shed and they've got it back in. So.
And how's Mo after it was a bit of a nasty condition?
Yeah, I think he's okay. He's just put his head in the wrong spot, and things happen. He'll learn from that. He'll learn the hard way, I suppose. But he's a tough kid, and he's got a big future. I'm sure he'll bounce back from that. We've got to make sure we look after him too. But in saying that.